All right, so we are now in week 2. So when you go to your Canvas course and you click on the home page right here, so let me go ahead and draw an arrow to it. When you click on this home page, you will then get to this part right here. So you'll see the table. So if you scroll down, let me go ahead and see if I can scroll down real quickly. So if I scroll down and you'll see the agenda. So this is where the agendas are. So if I go to, so here is week 1, all right, and so there, this right here was where the daily activities were for week 1. This is the key to the graded worksheets that's due tomorrow night. So the key will be posted on Tuesday. And then these are the keys to the non-graded worksheets. So remember, you still must do the non-graded worksheets, but those are not to be turned in. Same thing here. So these are the keys to the 2 graded worksheets, which will be due, and it'll be indicated in the week 2 agenda here. But since Monday, next Monday is Labor Day, and your worksheets are due on Mondays, these 2 will be due on Tuesday. So you'll see that in the weekly agenda. And then these are some of the non-graded worksheets. So these non-graded worksheets, the keys here, will help you with this week's lessons as well as the 2 graded worksheets. All right, so always go to the agendas. All right, so you can go to home page, then you're going to go to the weekly agenda modules, and so there's the link to week 1, and there's the link to week 2. All right, so if I go ahead and click on week 2, remember you're enrolled in 2 courses. Remember that. So you're enrolled in the college algebra course, which is Math 1213. You are also enrolled in the COREC course, which is Math 0213. And most of the activities that you're going to do in my lab will apply towards that other course. So you're going to do most of your work here in this course, and then when those assignments are due, then I'll transfer the score to the other course. And so when we get to that point, I will tell you, go to the other course and then do this, this, and this, or check this, this, and this. All right. There are going to be some assignments that's going to be located in the COREC course, but I will tell you that when I do that sort of thing. All right, so notice on Monday, you're going to start learning about literal equations and formulas in section 1.3. There is a non-graded worksheet on this. Even though it's not graded and the key's already posted in Canvas, you still must do those because those types of items could be on your test 1 and in your final exam. Then in section 1.4 is where you start talking about complex numbers. These videos right here, so if I click on that video or that link right here, this is the one dealing with adding, subtracting, multiplying. And then this lesson right here talks about dividing. So if I click on the first one, you'll see there are some videos here along with the notes. So there are notes and there are videos. All right, so you have quite a few things that can help you to get through this course very easily. So I'm gonna go do the back arrow. Hopefully I'll get to where I was. Yes. All right, and so on Tuesday you're going to continue talking about complex numbers, except this time you're going to learn about negative radicands. So the square root of a negative number, um, and how to simplify that. And then here's a non-graded worksheet. And then don't forget, each day, the very last part of that daily agenda, you have your participation. All right. Now when I click, I don't think I'll be able to get to it, but let's see what happens when I click on, oops, when I click on this link right here. Yeah, so it says this assignment is locked until but there will be some directions here on what to do, just like with week 1. It's the same thing with week 1. So if you, and almost all of you turned in participation for week 1, so the participation assignments should not be an issue. All right, so let me go back to this. And then on Wednesday, you're going to um, start talking about factoring. So that's section 1.5, solving quadratic equation by factoring. Now, right here, so if it's been a while since you did anything with factoring, there's some lessons on reviewing factoring topics. So, for example, when I go to it, this right here, um, so there's some factoring lessons right here. So let's say you want to learn how to factor trinomials where the coefficient of x squared is not equal to 1, or I'm sorry, does equal 1. Then there's some lessons there. All right. So you see all of that. So there's quite a few lessons to help you if you need to continue looking at lessons or videos that talk about that. All right. So I'm gonna go back to the agenda. All right, and then right here, sometimes towards the end of the week, I do need for you to begin working on those MyLab assignments. All right, so just make sure you continue doing that. Um, or you start working. So week one, I told you if you're doing that 14-day trial, you may want to wait until the second week to start on that. All right, so just at the end of the second week, probably about Thursday or Friday, is when you should go in and start working on those assignments. All right, and then so you have okay, so you have a graded assignment here. So then this graded assignment goes with quadratic equations. Make sure, and so if I go to it, oops. So if I click on right here, the graded assignment for equations worksheet 1, solving quadratic equations by factoring, and I go there. So it says right here, work must be done in your own handwriting. So remember, never submit any typed work because you will get a 0. Show all appropriate work to receive full credit. This worksheet contains 3 problems. Solving 2 will be linear equation, and solve will be 1 will be solving quadratic equation by factoring. And then go here to access the worksheet. So you do the down arrow and you open it up. Let's see, for me it'll open up here. Let's see, and so there is the worksheet. Okay, all right, and then always make sure you read directions. Typed work will result in a score of 0. No typed work will be accepted. All right, so let me go back here. And so remember when you scan your work, you're going to go back. So let me show you. So there are a couple of ways you can do this. You can go to assignments when you go into Canvas. You can go to assignments, and then when I go to assignments, remember you can show by date right here, or you can show by type. So when you do it by type, it puts all the assignments related to a group together. So here's your MyLab assignments. Here is your worksheet assignments, and then equation 6 is the one right here. So to submit it, you're going to click on that, and then I'm not sure what popped up here. Oops. Okay. So this is okay. So I'll come back to this. Let me go to a different one. All right. So I'm going to go to this one here. So let's go to equations worksheet 1, which is due September 3rd. So that's the one that we're looking at. All right. So then what you're going to do is right here, you're going to drag a file here, or you can just click on it and then go and find it wherever it is. Okay. All right. So, and then you're going to submit right here. So down here, let me see if I can draw an arrow instead. So right here, you're going to submit the assignment. Now, if you need to, let me see if I can. I'll just pick something here just to show you what's going to happen. So let's suppose you still your scanner will only scan one page at a time. All right. So in that case, let me just remind you what you're going to do. So let's say you had 4 pages to your work right here. So you can say you're going to click the first one. So that's right here. Then you're going to do another one. You're going to click another one. Then you're going to go to the second one right here. See, there's 2 now. Then you go to the next one right here. And then now you have 3 pages. So that's how that works. If for some reason you uploaded the wrong page, you can always delete it right here. See, there's the delete button. So let's say you meant to do these 2. Okay? And then right here you submit. Right here, click the submit button, and then you get this. Okay? Always make sure that and it's preferable, by the way, it is preferable to submit as a PDF. PDFs can always be opened. JPEG, I can open it, but but it's dark. I cannot open. If you have an iPhone, which we all do, well, I shouldn't say we all, but many of us do. When you have an iPhone and you take a picture, sometimes it shows up as an HEIC file. I cannot open an HEIC file. So if you see HEIC or HIEC, whatever it is, you need to delete. Well, okay. So see, you can't delete anymore, right? You can't delete anymore. So you just do a new attempt. So then if you see that an HEIC or HIEC with an iPhone, you're going to do a new attempt right here. So you click on new attempt, and then you resubmit with the file that I can open. Okay? All right, so if I can't open your file and the due date's already gone, you're going to get a 0. All right, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the home page, and then I'm going to scroll to the agenda for week 2. And let me just make sure I kind of talked about everything I needed to. So Thursday, you're still, so 1.5 is a big section on quadratic equations. So in quadratic equations, you're gonna learn how to solve quadratic equations by factoring. You're gonna learn how to solve quadratic equations by using the square root property, and you're gonna solve quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. Okay, so when I look at the worksheet that's due for the one with the quadratic formula, so that's equations worksheet 2 right here. When I click on it, let's see what it says. All right, so work must be done in your own handwriting. The worksheet contains 3 problems: solving a rational equation and solving 2 quadratic equations. Okay, so that's that. All right, so that's the agenda. Okay, so that's what you're going to be dealing with this week. Now, what I want to mention also is this. So, whenever you submit a worksheet, I always, if you did not get a 10, I always upload your graded work with comments. So, right here, when you get into Canvas, you're going to see this right here. So this little 1 here, where you see grays right here, this little 1 implies that there's a comment or new grade that was submitted. So then all you do is you click on grades right here, click on grades, and when I click on grades, notice I can arrange right here. I can arrange by due date. I can arrange by assignment group. I can arrange by module. I can arrange by name. Many students prefer to just arrange by assignment group, but some of them will do assignment group and some of them will do due date. But if I go to assignment group, it's kind of like what you saw with the assignments. So you got to click apply. So when I click apply, let's see what happens. So when I click apply, I get this. All right. So it arranges by assignment groups. So all of these right here are your MyLab assignments. All of these right here are your worksheets right here. See where it says MyLab assignments, and then right here it says worksheets and other assignments. So right here, see this right here? That's that little thing you saw right here. All right, so notice I uploaded something, I made a comment. So when you see something like that, especially with the worksheet, and you did not get a 10, see I got a 7.5 out of 10 here. So you click on this right here, and when you click on that, what's going to happen is you're going to see this right here. So this is what I uploaded right here, and the comment I made. Let me show you. This is the comment I made. It said this: "See, attach graded working key." Now this is not actually a graded working key. I just uploaded anything, but when you click on this, you will see you will see your work with comments on it, and then usually, not always, but usually, the key I'll attach to it. Okay, so you just do that. All right, but that is I just uploaded anything here. But that's how you do your grades. Okay. All right, and I believe to get to so remember at the end of this week is where you should start. Um, you should start working on your lab assignments. See right here. So far, let me show you. So you have see the my lab assignments. You have just in time. JIT means just in time. 1.2. Just in time 1.2 with signed numbers, just in time 1.2 with eliminate fractions and linear equations, and then here's another one 1.2 solving linear equations. Now the first three are due September 7th, and the fourth one rather is due September 10th. All right, so those are your MyLab assignments right here. So to get to it, to register though, I believe um, if you hadn't registered left, what you have to do, see right here, you're going to go to Access Pearson, right here, Access Pearson, and then you just follow the steps. I'm not gonna, if I click on it, it's not going to do anything because I'm not in as a student. So I'll get this. Let's see what. So I'll get something like this, which I I believe you may see this, but when you click on that, I believe you get different things. All right. So if you purchase a code, let's say you purchase a code from the library. Not from the library, I mean the bookstore. So you purchase a code from the bookstore. It'll ask at some point, it'll ask you for the code. All right. If you did not purchase a code from the bookstore, you can purchase a code here. It'll ask you, do you want to purchase? And I believe it's like $90 or so to get access to my lab. So this is where you would also see the free trial. So there's a 14-day free trial, and it starts the day you do this right here. So it starts the day, and it's not 14 class days, it's 14 calendar days. So 2 weeks from whenever you do this, let's say you do this Thursday, 2 weeks from Thursday is when it's going to end. Okay? And then at that point, you will no longer be able to work in my lab, and therefore you would have to pay to continue. Okay? All right, but this is where you're going to go to access right here. Um, all right, I believe that is it for what I wanted to remind you about this coming week. All right, so let me just kind of go through here and see if there's anything else I need to talk about. You'll see some links right here to my lab video help. You see most of those are sections later on, chapter 4, chapter 8, and a lot of them deal with graphing. 2.1 right here, we get in chapter 2. In my lab, they ask you to plot some points. Some students, and sometimes my lab, the graphing utilities is hard for students to navigate. They have a hard time. So some of these may help you. Um, and I believe that's it. So don't forget, you need a scanning app. Most of you already have a scanning app because you've already submitted your your info about yourself. Some of you still haven't done that, so I'm not sure if you even have a scanning app. But there is a right here a Canvas student app that also has scanning capabilities. But I think that's the one where it will only allow you to scan one page at a time. And then at some point, starting in week 3, we're going to talk about this Proctorio stuff that you see here. So remember, all tests and final exam will be taken using Proctorio, where you're going to be recorded. And we are required to watch the recording. All right. And so I'll talk about this during week 3. Okay. Oh, and here is, um, I think all of you, the Academic Learning Center, which is what this is, right here. I think they already sent all of you the link to join the Canvas course, but I don't know if this works any further. Let me see if it works. I'm gonna click on it. Um, all right, so it says enroll. So I'm not. So see what happens here. I'm not sure if that's the most current one or not. Let me go back. The DLAC is called the Digital Learning and Academic Learning Support, and they have free tutors. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. I don't know if they still do the virtual. They may, but they have tutors every day throughout the day on different courses, not just math. Okay, so that's it. So have a great week and make sure you continue working on this course on a daily basis. On a daily basis. Notice in week 2, you have quite a few things to do each day. All right, so when you go back, day 1, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. All right, so have a great week.